right, we are live.
Hello.
So yeah, we're catching up on where we were.
Yeah,
All right.
it's been a while. It's been a week since
It's
you've
been a
been.
week.
Yes.
They're having a love affair. Uh, and then her mom is dating the guy that I think I don't know. I feel like there's something weird with the guy.
Yeah, maybe it's someone in town. Maybe it's him or like one of his friends or something like that.
It seems random that he like pops up.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know why he would want to kill people, women, and I don't know why he would want to kill Adrian.
And he's also this guy's also traveling around a lot. Is this guy traveling? Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. All I know is he's like, I don't know, back in his mother's life.
Yeah.
Her mother's life. So, do you think we're going to jump forward in time, like for part 3, or?
I don't know. I think we're gonna stay right where we are because I feel like we're getting settled. We're getting into things. I don't know. I think we're gonna stay where we are. Maybe a little bit of a time jump, but I feel like we just had one. Like it was a couple months they were together, right?
Yeah. I also feel very much like we have not spent enough time in this book on the poet.
Yeah. There's very few details we've gotten about this man. I think that maybe the next bit's more mystery heavy.
I would like that actually.
Yeah, maybe like really romance and really mystery heavy, just like getting into the relationship on one hand and also like just no town drama, no nothing, just romance and mystery. Romance and killing.
I feel like you're going to be really, really sad if the poet turns out to be Raylan.
Yes, I will. And I keep saying he's not gonna be the poet. But if he is, I'm gonna be sad and angry at her. I cannot believe
I mean, I don't think that he is, but I mean, I would be surprised if he was. Maybe he is. I don't know, but
I would be very surprised.
It would be a shocking turn of events, right?
Yeah. I would think it could be interesting to have someone in their close group be the poet.
Yes.
Like I was saying, her girl nerd friend's husband. We're not close to him. We don't know about him. We know he's a musician, but like that's really it.
That's all we know.
Yeah.
So I also am kind of maybe warming to the idea that it is Harry.
Okay. Huh. Interesting.
I don't think that it is. I think it seems weird to me. I don't know why he would be killing people, but the fact that it was like right after she started, right? Like right after she published her first video as like her own, that the first note came in.
Yeah.
So it had to be someone who, I don't know, was maybe like, this girl shouldn't be having her own thing or something. I don't know. It's just weird that it started right then.
Yeah. But he pushed her to like publish with them.
Yeah. Which is why I'm like, it can't really be, but I'm trying to think who was around that time when like they would not have wanted her to go be famous. And yeah, Harry wants her to be famous because that's how he makes money.
Yeah. Well, that would be Harry, the mom, and then her 3 friends. And I'm suspicious of Lauren. I'm suspicious of that the guy, one of the guy friends.
Yeah.
That could be, or the one that is in a relationship. One of them is single and looking for women. I think one of them is married to a man, correct? I could be wrong about that, though. I think Lauren is married to a man. I think it might be him. But that's a crazy theory. Probably isn't true.
I might have written this down, but I bet I didn't. Hang on. Okay, so I wrote down, okay, here's what I think. Harry is married to Marshall. Hector, I think, is married to someone named Sylvie.
Okay.
Lauren, I don't think is married.
Okay. Who is
Tisha,
Hector? The
what?
other nerd friend? Hector's the nerd friend.
Hector is the nerd friend, I think, that does the video.
Okay. Well, then maybe I'm thinking it's
Yeah,
Hector
you're right.
then.
Wait, say it again.
Maybe I'm thinking it's Hector then. But he was a kid. How can he be going around murdering people?
Right. Right. And then Tisha and Monroe. Monroe is I think Monroe might be the kid. I don't know. I think Monroe is the musician husband. It's very confusing. There's so many people in this book, and some of them are such minor
Yeah.
characters that I don't know who they are.
Yeah. And I just thought of this now because, like Mika was saying, the killer has to be super strong and stuff like that, right? What if the person, and I just know this, since you mentioned the first letter came right when the workout videos started coming out.
Yeah.
What if this person started watching the workout videos, getting strong and being angry, being so upset at her for her existence, but also watching workout videos and getting strong and I hate watching these videos to kill her, like her half brother.
I feel like it is the half brother or the dad's family or something that is maybe the most likely scenario. But I'm sort of like, are we ever going to get there?
Yeah.
I feel like we haven't. I almost feel like this book was a gigantic book. And then her editor was like, no, we're cutting this in half. And so they took out all of these things, which is why we're kind of like, who's that person? Who are they married to? There might have been more going on with all of these other characters, but it got taken out and now we're confused.
Yeah.
I'm never this confused about characters this far, not this far into a book. We're this far into the book. I've been taking notes and I'm still like, I don't really know. Sylvie might be the kid. She might be the wife. I don't know. Because she came up once in one chapter and we've never seen her again. So
I'm confused. I'm confused all the time with books. I'm always confused. If I start a new cozy mystery series, I know who the main character is and potentially who the love interest is, and that's it.
But we're 2/3 into the book. 2/3 into the book, you're not still confused about who is who.
Yes, I am.
Are you? Well, then you've been reading too much Nora Roberts, and maybe this is a Nora Roberts problem. This is a Charles Dickens problem. But by the time I'm 2/3 into Charles Dickens, I know who all the characters are. I've got them.
When there's so many characters, yes, I am confused with a book like this. But with a cozy mystery, if it's not greatly written, even 3 books in the series, I'm still confused on who people are.
Right. But you said the key word, if it's not greatly written. And I feel like Nora Roberts is a good writer.
Yeah. I feel like I am sometimes confused with certain characters. It's just a little bit here and there. I don't know. I think that this is on par with one of her not my favorite ones, which is Hideaway, which I think had what Jess was talking about, a pacing problem.
Yeah.
Was this one the main character gets kidnapped as a child and then where we go? There's a lot of the book she's a teenager or a child or a 20-year-old girl. So it's this one also has a pacing problem, and I just think this one also has the same thing. This one was from 2021, right? And this one is from 2020.
Oh.
So maybe it was those couple years.
Maybe she had COVID and was out of her mind.
Maybe. I don't know. When was this one from?
Well, all I can say is I am very happy that she's not jumping back and forth in time.
Yes.
I think I'm happy about that. Maybe I would know who the characters are more if she was jumping back and forth, but I almost feel like I'd be even more confused.
I'm trying to think if she's ever done that, if I've ever read that before. And I don't think she's ever written that.
Okay.
I think her newer books typically have time jumps, depending on her romantic suspense will have time jumps. But I don't think we ever go back in time.
Yeah, I don't mind a time jump. And you
Mhm.
have to when you're starting off when the girl is 6 years old or however old she was at the beginning of
Yeah.
this. But, um, yeah, I mean, it's weird. We got time jumps and character problems because we can't remember who all the characters are.
Yeah.
And yet they're all like, there's really nobody new in the book except now the mother's boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
Everybody else has sort of been in the book, at least from like the second chapter when she goes to high school.
Yeah. Mhm. I always think it's I always think it's a me thing because I know what the characters are. Like, you said them like one guy nerd friend, two guy nerd friend, girl nerd friend. One of them's married, don't know who. She's married, has kids. His sister married, kids. Him, her, two kids. Like I got everybody, but it's like it's just not like I'm just like I don't know. I don't know. I have everybody, but I'm still like a little bit confused. I don't know. I
Yeah.
it I don't know. In romance books, was I able to recite? Because I feel like I can still recite most of the character names from a series I read a couple years ago. That was like a romance series. There was like 8 main characters, and I can just I think maybe not.
Yeah. But no, I feel like you're right. And I don't know if it's that we don't know their names, but we know who they are. But we don't know we know who the main ones are, right? We just don't know who the spouses are,
Yeah,
or if they're married, or like why all of these kids came up. There was like chapters all about all of these people were having kids. And I remember thinking, is this something I have to know? Or can I just like block all of these things out of my head?
I don't think that's really important. I think it's just
I don't
it's
either.
a part of like the story of it, but it's not like super important.
I was like, what is happening now? Mika, hello, hello.
Long
Mika,
time.
we were trying to catch up
Yeah.
on where we were in the story because it's been a week and we couldn't really remember.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about how we are still kind of confused about all the characters. And we
Yeah.
still don't know who the poet is.
No. No. We do
And
not.
I want part 3 to be mystery heavy, where
Yes.
we figure out this poet situation. And Tina
I
just wants the love.
No. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say just the love. I said I think part 3 could maybe dive a little more into the romance with his grief, but because I would like that. Books don't do that, and I want them to do that. But whatever. And then I also want heavy mystery. I like when she does like I think her older stuff. I guess that's what it is. Her newer stuff is more like family and like community, and her older stuff is like romance, murders. That's it. It's like people are falling in love. People were hunting down the killer as we fall in love. That's it. And I don't know. I think I like her older suspense better. I guess.
I need more on the hunting down the killer part
Yeah.
because I'm
Agreed.
getting to the point where I honestly don't care about these people anymore.
Okay. Okay. Real.
Right? Because
Okay.
I'm just like, there's just a bunch of stuff happening. And what I need to know is why is someone trying to kill her?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm sort of losing my interest in her because nobody is explaining to me why she should die. And I feel like I
And
need to know why she should die so that I can be rooting for her to live, you know?
yeah.
I don't know. Mika has forgotten stuff too. Yeah.
Yes. Sorry about missing Monday.
No. Even on Monday, I feel like there's something see between Wednesday, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday seems like a long stretch. Like
Yeah.
by the time I get to Monday, I'm like, oh, it's a whole new thing,
Yeah.
which is good, I guess. You want your weekends to drag out as long as possible, right?
Yeah. I guess.
I don't know. All right. Mika, do you have anything to say before we start, or should we dive into our first?
Let's see. Let's where are we at? I might have to open Libby on my TV.
Okay.
I feel like I feel like now that I know some of your feelings about this book, I think I could recommend you a Nora Roberts. I think I might be able to recommend you a Nora Roberts book that will maybe work.
Okay.
Like,
it's more mystery, like more like, I don't know.
Yes,
I don't know.
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
Open audiobook.
Yeah, I was expecting there to be like a bombshell at the end of part 2.
Yeah, I think there should have been. I think there should have
been. Unless there was, and this dude, Matt Weaver, the high school booty call, is a poet.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like I wouldn't rule out her mother.
I know, I hear you.
Maybe.
But why is her mother killing other random women?
I think I wouldn't. What I'm saying is I wouldn't rule out her mother as in like, now that we got the redemption arc, I guess maybe rule her out now. But before that, like, she's maybe having people kill these people, or she's hired. I don't know. It just feels. Or
so
she's working with
the mother is Whitney Houston's sister in the movie The Bodyguard, and the mother has hired the serial killer.
Potentially.
I can't turn the serial killer off.
Maybe.
Did Nora steal this story from Kevin Costner?
Trump announced his VP, right?
Yes.
And he wrote a Appalachian story. He wrote his memoir, right? Okay. And my dad's telling me about his life, and I'm like, that sounds eerily familiar to Nora Roberts' book that just came out last month. And I'm like, there's like, it's not like super close, but it's like people who lived in Appalachia but are coming back to Appalachia and living in Kentucky, and like they live in a town, I think, near me in this book. But I'm just like,
I'll tell you, so many people thought that book was like the story of their lives that it makes me wonder if it's not, if it's literally Nora Roberts' story. And people just like, literally, people were like, this is the story of our life. So many people. That's how like things, I mean, that's why he is now the running mate, right?
Yeah.
Apparently he can tap into the full story.
And I saw one TikTok of someone saying no one in Appalachia likes him because he
that's true. Wow.
Is a carpet bagger, and he's like a political person coming to, and I'm like, I didn't even think about that, because I was about to read the book, because I'm like, I'm in Appalachia, I should like know, but it's like he wasn't, his mother didn't live in the South, he didn't live in the South, he was born and raised in Ohio. That's not the Appalachian Mountains.
I mean, there are parts of Ohio that are, but from those parts. I don't know. Maybe he is. I don't know enough about him. I just know that they made a Netflix show out of that book. Why can't I remember the name of it right now? I didn't read it.
Hillbilly something.
Hillbilly Elegy. Yeah. I haven't read it, but I remember when it came out, people were raving about it. And then, like, it got as much controversy, I feel like, as J.K. Rowling. J.D. Vance, J.K. Rowling, they both got, like, people love them, and then they got people that hate them.
Yeah.
For different reasons, I think. I don't know.Maybe for the same reason. I don't know.
So, what?
All right. We should read 2 or 3. How many?
So, chapter 21 goes from 48 to 25. So, that is about 40 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes. And then goes to 50. So, another like 40 minutes, and then another 40 minutes. So, do you want to read? Maybe do you want to read 3 or do you want to read 2? And the next one seems long too.
Then let's do 3.
All right, let's do 3.
Because I feel like we're getting through them a lot faster than your TV is telling us.
Yes, because we're reading it pretty quickly. Although I'm reading it at 2.5 speed, and you guys are zooming through it too.
Yeah. Let's do 3.
Okay, sounds good.
And then that way, and if it's just like there's not much to talk about, then we can go right into another 3. Although there has to be stuff to talk about, because I feel like it's been a while since we had like good stuff to talk about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's just been a lot of, okay, this happened, then that happened, then that happened, and none of our questions have been answered.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do 21, 22, 23.
Sounds good, yes. I might have to like hop off the line for like a couple minutes during the sprint, and I'll be back before it ends. I promise. I have to go do something real quick.
Okay.
On my phone.
Oh, why can't I see this? Because I don't have my glasses on. So, okay, we're reading. Oh, yeah. 21, 22, and 23. Say done. When you finish 23. Oh, we're not reading chapter 121. That would not be right. Okay, save. And my God, my hair is like falling. I'm just pulling hair out of my head. Okay, good. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
All right, I will see you guys. Oh my God, what is happening? In like when we're done with chapter 23.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, cool. Okay, I think we are all done. All right, so this is some good stuff. We can't hear you, Tina.
I was muted.
There.
Sorry
All
about
right.
that.
Yes, good stuff in this one.
Very good stuff. Lots of reveals. Waiting for Mika was totally right.
Yeah,
The thing is, I'm worried that it's not gonna be them because we've gotten the reveal like it's almost definitely them, and it's like plot
right.
twist, it's not them. But I want it to be them because I think that makes sense.
Ooh, hang on a second. Mika says, I think my theory is going to turn out at least partially right. Somehow, I do not think it's the sister. I think it's the brother. I
I don't
feel
know.
like I don't know if it is going to be either one of them because right now, all of a sudden, it's too easy.
Yeah, and it's all like it's them for sure, and we're thinking it's them, we're thinking about
Right,
them, we're talking about them.
right.
I don't know.
I mean, it makes sense. It
Yeah, it
absolutely
does.
makes sense.
Yeah,
All of
but
it. Like even the fact that they killed their own mother.
yeah, and the fact that all the women on the list, or there's a list of like 34 women that have been with the dad, and
Yeah,
the women that have been killed were with the dad. So
yeah. At
it
least,
makes
I mean, a lot of women on that list were murdered that we know of for sure. Like it's,
yeah.
I feel like, I feel like the private investigator is doing a great job. And yet I'm like, come on, honey, we got to find the rest of these women on this list. It can't be that hard to do. Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't
Because
know.
if they're all dead, then for real, you are next.
Yeah, and it says it's going to be this summer, so it has to be. Do you think it's going to be at the lake house? We're going to have this conversation in the lake house.
I think it's going to be when she is shopping with the daughter.
I don't know. That seems a little too soon, but I don't know when they're doing that.
I don't either. All I could think was if I knew that someone was after my boyfriend
Mm.
and had already killed a bunch of people, and like my boyfriend was going to be the next one to die, I don't think I would be letting my kids hang out with my boyfriend.
That's totally fair. Alone, especially.
Yeah. I
Like,
think I would be a little bit more like, maybe we'll just step back for a little bit until your killer makes his move. And like, let's wait till the summer is over, maybe. And if you're
I
still alive, we can
I
hang
think
out.
that's like the romance has to develop now, so they can't really do that because then it would be like
Well, right,
any
we
issues
just
they would
have two
have.
chapters of like romance, romance. Are you happy, Tina? Two chapters of love, 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 and
Yes.
like some gross sex.
Yeah. First of all, I feel like that's the most graphic she's written in a while. I was like, oh my gosh.
While the man is wearing his wedding ring. And I absolutely expected the poet to come charging into the room because the man is still wearing his wedding ring. And he's going to be like, whore.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that.
That's all I
Because
could think of.
I didn't even think about that. Wow, but that makes sense though. I don't think he would like not that nice. I wouldn't think about the thing, but like I don't know. I
Oh,
don't think it's gonna be I don't think it's gonna be when she's alone with her daughter. Honestly, during this sprint, I was like, I'm not loving like the book's getting worse. I'm not loving it. I'm like, it's
oh,
probably
I
gonna be
was
like a
like, oh no,
slippery
it's getting
start.
better. He's like,
And
we're
then
tired.
it's the pace is all over the place. All this is not no. And then we're in the car with his kids. And oh my gosh, I was just like, this book is so good. Like, I think there has a pacing issue and has an issue following certain characters. And I don't like reading about widows or widowers. Like, I don't like that. So I just wish that, like, his wife left him and then, like, him and his kids, or like, I just wish it was more about, like, them and the mystery and not so much all like the stuff in between. I don't know. I don't think it's paced well, and I wish a lot of the book was kids, because, and I don't like kids in books most of the time. Like in Cozy Mysteries, when the main character has a little child, I'm like, okay, and I'm out, and I'm leaving. But Nora Roberts, she has a series, and two of the books are like single dad romances, and the element of like her falling in love with his kids first was like the best part of the story. And then, like, I want that, and we're not getting that.
Well, we're going to get a shopping spree in a minute.
I'm excited for that shopping.
Maybe. I don't know that it's going to be a nice. I think something's going to happen on this shopping spree.
I don't know. Hi.
Hey, Christina. Hey, Christina. All right. What's Christina doing? I'm reading Peaches and Scream by Susan Furlong today, hoping to finish. So we'll just be lurking. All right. All right. We like to have you lurking.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like my parental instincts would trump everything else. Yeah. I don't know that I would let my kids be alone with someone who is the object of a serial killer.
You are right. I think that's correct, but I think that it would mess up their romance if he did that.
Well, it would, and it's going to mess up their romance if his daughter gets killed by a serial killer.
Yes, but it would also
really mess up the romance.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would. I think that I don't think him being married is messing up the romance enough. And I wish that they had maybe not messing it up enough, but just like being present in it. I wish they had like a long discussion, like 5-10 page discussion about like the emotional like complexities of him being a widow. And like I think Nora could do so well with plotline like that. I think Nora, her writing and everything.
About why he's still wearing his ring.
Yeah, and that was such a quick thing of like, I'm not gonna see you anymore. And mine's like, no, you'll see me. And the kid's like, that was too quick. I need it. I think Nora could do so good at writing that emotional plot line. And I think she would do so well with writing all those things, but she never dives into it. That book I mentioned with the kids, one of them, he was a widow, and he like loved his wife. His wife died of cancer, and I just was like, dive into it. Please dive into like the emotional thing, and she didn't. And I'm like,
yeah, I would have rather had a couple of chapters of him like talking with his dead wife instead of a bunch of random chapters about other people having kids and going to bar. Like,
yeah,
I feel like most of part 2 was stuff that we don't need for the story.
yeah.
What if it turns out? No, that's stupid. It wouldn't be. I was going to say, what if I kept thinking, especially like the part about Lena and the new booty call.
Yeah.
I'm like, that whole thing, we don't need that. Do we need that? No. As far as I can tell, we don't need it. And then I was like, well, what if booty call ends up being the half brother? But that can't be because they went to high school together. So yeah, never mind. So again, like we had a whole bunch of pages of something that it might have been better if we were reading him talking to his wife, Raylan talking to his dead wife.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, Christina wants us to hydrate.
I've got iced tea. I'm almost drinking a cup of iced tea.
Here's my glass. I'm like, I have water here somewhere. All right, here we go.
Yes, I have water.
All right. Lowering the volume so no spoilers for me, but watch time for you. Thank you.
Yes.
No spoilers for you. Yes, this chapter is pretty spoilery because you're right. Like everything is coming together, but I do kind of hope that it's not.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be.
I hope there's still like a twist that we don't see, you know?
I think I'm hoping next little bit's it's probably gonna be very romance heavy, very mystery heavy, but I think that's just it's too late. was it too late to net? I don't know, whatever the phrase is. Too late something. Too late too sorry. I don't know.
Too late to
Uh,
apologize. It's too
maybe
late. It's too late to
that's
apologize.
all in my head. That I'm not. That's not what. That's not what I'm. Uh, I don't know. Whatever. It's the opposite of safe than sorry. But I just feel like it's like I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be just like all rushed and crazy at the end, and I'm like, this is not what I want.
I hope not. But maybe. We only have 7 chapters left, maybe. Unless the nudie ball, yeah, we went there and it can't be, right? They knew each other unless it is. No, because he wouldn't have been born. Maybe he would have been born. He's 34 years old. He might be.
It could definitely be.
It could definitely be.
And then coming back into the life of the mother to be around her, to be in town.
Yeah.
Or was he always in town? Was he always at the gym?
Or maybe we're lucky the mother didn't get killed by him. If he's the murderer, the mother has to be on the list, right? She has to be on the list.
Yeah. Because there's no other, is there any other illegitimate children out there floating around? We don't know.
We don't know.
It seems to all be women that he slept with, not the child. So it has to be either she's the only child or some of those women are women that are children of his. But maybe it's like this, he was sleeping with other women, totally fine, don't care. He has a child with another woman, different thing for the mom. And so that was like, she's the bottom, she's the thing that broke up the family, and then all the women. So I guess her mother has to be before her on the list.
You would think.
You would think, yeah.
Nobody seems to be that worried about the mother, though.
No. Just
All
strange.
right. All right. Should we keep going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, why not maybe do the next 3 chapters or no?
I feel like we can do the next 3. How long did those 3 took us? So those 3 chapters took us not that long, like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I say we do 3 more chapters.
Okay.
All right.
So
So we do, what is it?
4, 5, and 6?
Yep. Okay. We are reading 24, 25, and 26. 26 we can discuss. All right. All right. I hope these 3 chapters are great.
I think this might be a little bit shorter. A little bit shorter than the previous one.
Okay, cool. Oh, maybe the poet wants the mother to suffer, and losing her daughter would be worse than death.
Ooh, maybe. Or to blame it on the mother and then have her get arrested.
Maybe.
After that, we have less than 100 pages left.
Do you think the mother is going to save her again?
I don't know. Maybe. I guess maybe that would be like full circle. I don't know.
That would be full circle. I don't think she's going to die, though. Do you?
The mom,
That
I
would
don't
be a
know.
good ending, right? Can you imagine that being the ending of the book? She
I
gets
don't.
murdered. We read all of this, and the last page, she's like, "I'm dead."
I don't think the mom's gonna die.
Right.
I don't think they're gonna write that, but I could be wrong.
All right. Poetic justice. All right. Let's see.
Maybe. Literally.
3 more chapters. I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Sounds good.
Let me put this up. Okay.
Gosh,
We're done.
that's
And
crazy.
yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good, like, we're moving into the end. No?
Yes, Mika is really like Mika is a psychic, dude. Like Mika has every plot on lock, and Mika knows everything.
Yeah, I did not see the like when Rachel went to talk to the sister, I was like, I don't think this sister knows anything. But
No,
Rachel was like, oh, she's totally lying. And I was like, is she?
a little
I
bit
don't know
suspicious,
if
but
she
not
did.
lying. Then walks in and just and then locks up in the basement. It's crazy
Yeah. I was like, holy cow, what's he hitting his sister in the face for?
because the
And
murderer.
like,
That's
what
what it
are
is.
the chances? What are the chances?
I don't
So now
know.
I'm like, who else is gonna die before this book is over? We only have 4 more chapters. Like,
Yeah, and we found out super casually that the mom's on the list. So the thing
and
with
we found out super casually that he really did kill his mother.
yeah, it was just I don't know. I'm enjoying it, but I'm just like this is not. It's not the pacing is strange and it's very the things we're finding out are weird. Like we should have this been more plot twisty. It didn't feel plot twisty. It felt predictable.
Yeah, but we don't know how he's going to get caught. And now, like, not that I want everyone to die, but I'm kind of hoping like the end of this is like Lena dead, Adrian dead, Rachel dead,
I don't think that's gonna
Tisha
happen,
maybe.
but I think that it might be a little bit. Some characters might die. Maybe there'll be like some side characters, and there might be some getting harmed. I don't think the main characters are gonna die.
I was worried for a minute, and I suppose this could still happen, but I was like, remember how she's going to have Tisha look after the garden when she's gone on her little dirty 2-week vacation? I was like, oh crap, the killer is going to come and kill Tisha thinking that it's her. But then he knows Adrian. Adrian's been on, like, he knows what she looks like. He's not going to confuse these two
No,
women.
not confused.
Yeah, Tisha's probably okay.
Yeah.
Except I bet she's not. I bet he like captures Tisha at the very least to try to
Maybe
figure out where Adrian is.
that actually probably will happen. Yeah, because I think it has to be related to their thing to the going to the summer thing. Yeah,
And then he has to kill Tisha.
I don't think he's gonna kill Tisha, but I think it's gonna be right on the edge of killing Tisha. We only have 45 minutes left of the audiobook. I only have 45 minutes of the audiobook. I calculated it. I'm listening to it at 2.8 speed right now. And there's 44.25 minutes left. So 45 minutes left of the audiobook. There's less than 100 pages. There's like 70 something pages left. Like,
What are you saying? You're saying we should like stop talking and finish it right now?
how much time can y'all hang out here? We can finish it on Monday. That's totally cool. But I'm not saying we should stop talking, but I'm saying is no, that's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying is what do you guys think?
You're saying we could finish it tonight. Mika, how much longer can you go tonight?
Good question.
I could probably do another hour from now.
Okay.
That would be 8 o'clock my time, which means we could either stop and read more, or we could talk a little bit and read more, or like we could save the best for Monday. I don't know. What do we want to do here? All right. Hang on. Let me get rid of this banner.
Okay.
I guess I got rid of it somehow. Okay. I have another 45 minutes before I need to hop off. All right. Which means we wouldn't have time to talk about it.
No. So, not finishing it tonight, I guess. We can finish it Monday.
We'll finish it Monday because we can't finish it without Mika.
No. We had to finish it with Mika.
Okay, so but wait a minute. Your audiobook says it's 45 minutes at 2 times speed.
Yeah, 2.8 speed.
Okay, so yeah, then it really
there's-
is.
Actually, the audiobook, there's 2 hours and 4 minutes left.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm
so,
speeding it up crazy
yeah.
to get through it because, yeah.
All right, so then let's like talk about
Let's get
What
into
we think is going to happen. Yeah, what happened and what we think is going to happen.
I don't know. I
So
think
wait a minute. I don't understand why her home, what's the stepsister's name?
Natalie? Not Natalie. Natasha?
I don't understand why Natasha's home is like, I understand why her powder room is set up as a dungeon and why it is soundproof.
Yes.
If her brother just showed up there, like,
I feel like
he had like 5 hours to soundproof a room? I don't understand this.
no, it was a
No, I
room. I don't think he
think that's
soundproofed it.
But
It was in the. He said it was the middle of the house and there's no windows. So why do you have? I mean, this. I mean, maybe I don't know how houses are made, but like, why wouldn't there be like? Most bathrooms have windows. This bathroom, I have a bathroom right next to this, right
my
next to my
bathroom
room on
doesn't
this wall. It doesn't have a window, but it's right next to the outside of the house. My closet, this literally right here, the wall I'm touching, is the bathroom closet on the other side. Like, it's so close. Someone could bang on this wall. I would hear it.
Yeah, if you're screaming your head off, because it sounded like she lived in a neighborhood, right? Because the cop or the private detective was worried that the neighbors were going to call the cops because there was a car sitting out in front, right? So I feel like if you're screaming your head off, somebody's going to hear that, even if you are in an interior room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. Oh, no, we don't want.
No. We're going to wait for you, Mika. We need to wait for you. So we'll do it
Yeah.
on my. Not wait for you, but we'll do it on my.
Don't read the rest on your own. No.
Yes.
No.
No. Don't do that. Do
No.
whatever you do.
Are we still in the same house? Yeah, I guess it's the house that they grew up in. So I guess maybe there was crazy stuff going on before in the house before. I don't know. Do you think he's
But
brought other people back there to kill them
I
and
don't know.
she never noticed?
Because maybe he tested it. Maybe he did do something in the bathroom or tested whatever. Because she had to put the chain in the wall. That wasn't there previously, right?
Right.
I don't know. I guess in my old, I'm trying to think in my old house, our bathroom was pretty small, and I think depending on how long the chain was, I bet bet you could probably. I think in most houses you probably go to the bathroom, wash your hands with your chain to the wall, and drink water. Yeah, out of the sink. I mean, you could do that.
Yeah, but you wouldn't notice that your bathroom. I mean, I guess she had been gone for a while and he broke in and set it all up.
I don't think he set it all up. I think that he just screwed things. I don't. Do you think he added other stuff to the wall to make it soundproof? Because it didn't seem like it.
I think he would have to have because your home. I'm my bathroom is in an interior wall. The walls are all concrete,
Yeah.
and 100% people can hear me outside.
Yeah.
Just talking in my normal voice, singing
Mm-hmm.
in the shower. 100%, my neighbors can hear it all.
Yeah.
Because I can hear them talking outside when I'm in my bathroom, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
what? It's the 8 inches of concrete.
Yeah.
Plus
And
tile. Yeah.
I used to at our old house. It was, I mean, I don't know. There was a crack down the wall on the steps, and it was like plaster. It was like plaster brick, and then more plaster. It was like a very old house.
Yeah.
And there was an exact crack on the other side, and me and my best friend used to talk through it. Normal voice, like normal voice talking, and we would have conversations. And we used to hear people fighting in there too when the other people moved out and new people moved in. Yeah. And it's like you could definitely hear someone through.
I feel like he said it because nobody has a bolt and a chain and a handcuff in the bathroom.
Yeah, typically not. I certainly don't.
Tina, if you go on a date and the guy has a chain in his bathroom, you're gonna want to leave.
Call the police.
Yeah, just you need to leave.
Yes.
Because that's not normal. People don't have that in their bathroom.
Yeah, no.
No, that's not what we're doing these days.
No.
So what is he? He's going to have to kill the sister. Do you think that Rachel is going to get a warrant? That somehow she's going to talk to the police and they're going to be able to get a warrant. And when they go in and search the house, they will find her. They'll find Natasha.
I mean, what if they like? I was just thinking about this. What if they go in, they do something, they find her dead, and then they know it's the brother who did it, and they're trying to track down the brother as the brother's running to get to Adrian, and they're chasing after him. Maybe that. Maybe they'll find her alive. I think they're gonna go into. I think they're gonna get a warrant, go into the house, and find her either alive or dead. But they made the chance, I guess.
And then is she going to tell on her brother if they find her alive?
For sure, I would think.
Do you think the reporter is going to get killed? Like now he's after the reporter. I guess two reporters. The female reporter who's on the list. And then there's the male reporter that gave the list to Rachel.
I don't know. I wasn't paying. Honestly, I don't know what you're referencing. I wasn't paying attention to that part, I guess.
Oh, maybe
No,
I
you're
read.
probably right.
Maybe I read an extra chapter.
No, you're probably right. I just was zoning out a little bit, crocheting. So
yeah. So he's off. He's like left the house. He's off on his quest, I guess, to kill Adrian. But since he's in the neighborhood, he's like going to kill the reporter lady that Rachel talked to.
I don't know.
He'll kill her first. And then he's going to go after the reporter guy. And then he's going to go get. I thought he said he was going to kill 4 people.
Maybe Lena?
Maybe Lena.
Maybe the 2 reporters and then Lena and Adrian.
And then Adrian. Yeah. Yeah. I assume. Oh.
I don't think so, but it did. I mean, maybe because it didn't seem like she did say she heard the door upstairs, but it felt like. I mean, maybe my imagination was going off, but it felt like she was in a literal like dungeon, like she was in like a dark, nasty basement. But maybe that was just my impression because
because I pictured her being dragged into her powder room.
Okay. I wasn't imagining a bathroom. I was imagining a gross room with a toilet and a sink.
Oh.
But I could be wrong. So you said powder room. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go with it because
you're like, what's that? Mika, and you were thinking it was another house.
So maybe he did bring her to a different location and like put her in.
But then he took off in her car.
Exactly. So I think he probably. I assumed it was just a different room.
How's he getting her out of the house when she's unconscious and bleeding?
Yeah. No.
Is she in the garage? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I just assumed it was her own house because she seemed to go, okay, the front door just opened. Yeah. Like she seemed to like know where she was and the sound. I don't know.
I guess I assumed it was. I think basements have weird things in them. Like, I don't know. Basements probably, like if it's like a guy's basement, he probably has like a sink and a toilet in the middle of the basement because he's a man and is, I don't know, man-like. And so he just has a toilet and a sink there to like do stuff. And then he just like hooked a chain into the basement wall and then there she goes.
Huh.
But I feel like basements have windows typically. I mean, I could be wrong, but our basement at the old house.
I don't think most basements have walls that you can chain somebody to. Again, if you're in somebody's basement and they have a chain bolted to the wall, Tina, you need to leave immediately.
Like, yeah, I'm not going in. I'm not
this in their homes. These are not things.
If I'm on a date and someone. If I'm on a date and someone asks me to go into their basement, I'm not going into the basement.
Yes, good. We're not going in the basement. I don't care if there's a ping pong table down there. We're not going down there.
Our old house, the basement was like not finished, so like the floor was like dirt and like the walls were, from my memory, they were like kind of like badly plastered. They were like rough and like stone basically. And then there was a small window at the front of the house that was like probably this high off the ground-ish, and it was just like that. And so I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if that's normal. Here, it doesn't have a basement because it would just be mud and water and snakes. You know what I mean? Like, not a good time with the flooding, but like, so I don't
think
know.
having a window in the basement is normal. Having a chain bolted to the wall is not normal.
I feel like he said he set up the chain, so that is just easy to
Absolutely did
screw it
say
in.
that.
I mean, it can't be that difficult to screw like a bolt into some like thing. You just,
I feel like a bolt that somebody who is like can't pull out.
I guess, yeah, yeah. And it was welded, right? It was like the wrist cuff was like welded to the chain. It was like
I mean,
all.
it all seemed very secure.
It
It
seemed
seemed
secure,
like she was not going anywhere, no matter how hard she tried.
but it did seem like I put so much work into chaining you to this wall. It's like, okay, dude, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, shut up. It just seemed like, okay, I don't know.
I don't know either. But I didn't think they went to another house. That's interesting because if they went to another house, then it is like nobody is ever going to find this woman.
Mm-hmm. No.
And where did he get another house? On the fly that he had a thing in. Anyway, these are more questions. All right. And do you have anything to say about the lovey-dovey stuff going on in these few chapters? What do you have to say?
I don't know. I feel like you may have thought it was a waste of time, but I liked like the friends meeting moment where like the friends were all hanging out.
Yeah.
And they talked about how his wife, he took off his wedding ring. There wasn't a ton of romance, I don't think, in those chapters, was there? No. Just like,
No, there was just like friendly, bantery romance where he was telling her about when they were sitting on the porch having dinner, I guess, or before when he had to leave. And
yeah.
it's like she doesn't know Star Wars and Star Trek. And
Oh yes. And the thing is I also don't. I think I would know some of the difference, but I've never actually watched Star Wars. And I don't. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, I didn't love that scene. I'm just like, I don't know, maybe something a little more relevant to me. But I've only ever watched Star Trek because when our Wi-Fi goes out, we have satellite, and it's Star Trek, the news, or westerns, and that's the only option we've had. So yesterday we were watching a lot of Star Trek, or Monday we were watching Star Trek.
my mom was a big Star Trek fan. And this was back in the day when it was like a regular episode on TV.
Yeah.
So I know a little bit about Star Trek.
I would
And
know that a
I like
lightsaber.
Trek movies better than the Star Wars movies.
Okay.
But I think that maybe the Star Wars movies were so many of them and so many different characters. I could never, again, I can't keep everyone straight.
And a lot of different timelines too.
Yeah, that's true. And I think I was never that invested. Other than the main four characters, I didn't care about everyone else. I was like, and I keep adding like all of these other people in that I just kind of am like, can we just get back to Han Solo, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is Han Solo doing with his life now?
Mm-hmm. I think I watched a Star Wars movie because we went. There was a Star Wars movie that was basically like, it was in between the series, and it was where the big space ball, Death Star. There you go. The Death Star gets like killed, okay, and it gets blown up or whatever. And apparently in the movies you don't see that. You skip right over the death of the Death Star, right? Okay, and they make a standalone movie to go in between them, and we went there for school. Like, we had a field trip to the movies, and we did that kind of a lot. And yeah, we went and we saw that movie, and I was like, I don't know what's happening. But
Yeah.
okay.
Every so often I think, oh, I will somehow binge watch like all of the movies in a weekend. But I never do.
You know.
I don't even know if you could. Like, I don't even know if it's actually, if you could even buy all of the movies somewhere and watch them, how you would even do that. I don't know.
There's probably like 10 movies that are like, say, 3 hours long each. So that's like 30 hours. So I bet if you really, really tried, you could do it in 3 days. You could do it in 3 days.
Yeah, I don't know if you can actually get all of the movies though.
I don't know. I feel like they'd be on. Are they on any streaming services?
Not that I know of.
You might. We have a lot of DVDs. We used to buy a lot of DVDs, so we might have some. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I think that's the only way you. Maybe not the only way. I don't know. Can you? I would assume that every single movie would be for sale.
Yeah, you could like rent all of them
On a
but that would be,
DVD.
like,
I think you'd have to buy them.
yeah.
Like from Amazon it? I have absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm never gonna do it. So
Yeah.
All right. So we have 4 chapters left. How many people are gonna die before the book ends?
I'm gonna say 2 people are gonna die.
That's what I was gonna say.
But I don't know who at all.
Agreed. I was gonna say 2 or 3.
Yeah, but did 2 or 3? I was gonna say 1, but I was like, no, it's gonna be 2 or 3.
I think 2 is right. Mika, how many people do you think are gonna die before the end of this book? And do you think everyone's gonna be dead? So there's 30 chapters, right? Do you think everybody's gonna be dead by chapter 28?
I think that the last probably 1 to 2 chapters are gonna be like fluff getting settled. Hopefully, I'm hoping that. So like, I think that everyone will be dead by probably like chapter 26 or 27. We've already read 26. Okay, so no. I maybe not then. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
By chapter 27.
I don't know. I'm not gonna read.
I know. We're not gonna read. We're not doing it. 2
chapters. Yeah.
All right. Mika thinks just 1. Mika, who do you think the 1 is gonna be? I hope he doesn't kill Rachel, the private investigator, because that will really make me disappointed in her ability to stay alive.
Yeah. I think by the end, I think at the start, maybe, I don't know, because there's not that much left of the book. So it has to be basically all of the book. I guess by the start of chapter 29, or I guess maybe how about this? The start of chapter 30, everyone will be dead.
Everyone will be dead. Right. The last chapter is just like they lived happily ever after kind of stuff, right?
Yeah. I hope so.
Oh, so Mika thinks 1 major character. Okay.
I think just 2 to 3 people in general, anybody.
And do you think one of them is going to be a major character?
Potentially Lena, but that's it.
I think Tisha might get killed off. I really do. Because I don't think she's going to give up.
I think she would.
Adrian's position.
I don't know why and this might sound bad. Maybe we should be admitting this on the internet, but like, I don't know. But like,
you're like, you chained me to a wall in the basement and I'm telling you everything.
Yes. Yep. Like, I feel like you are married. You have 2 children who need you.
I know, but he's going to kill her anyway. He can't keep her alive. So whether she gives up the goods or not, she's dead.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think 1, because it's enough to add dramatic effect, but not more than 1, because I don't think Nora Roberts would kill more than 1 of her majors.
No. What was that? Oh yeah, never mind. It was a different book. Has she ever killed a major?
Nora Roberts is killing any of her majors. Now that you bring it up, has she killed major people before, Tina?
Good question. No.
I kind of hope she does. I like it when a book kills major characters because you don't expect it.
No, I don't think ever. And I read what is it? 68. I read 68 of her books, and I think 0 major characters dying. Except maybe
it's going to be like a major showdown at this beach house.
Yes, I'm thinking that too. Yep.
How does he even get to the beach house in the first place? I mean, maybe he follows them there. I don't know.
Maybe. I hope they have like a fun day there. and then murder ensues. I don't think that Nora's gonna write the kids being killed. I don't think that.
Well, that's the other, yes, no. Like, I kind of hope it doesn't get to the beach house because I don't want the kids to like be part of all of that.
Yeah.
And this guy is psycho enough that he would.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, I feel like it's getting good now.
Yeah.
I mean, it was good before, but the end of part 2, I was very much like, oh my God, like when is something going to actually happen in this book? And then it did right away.
Yeah, and it's happening.
It's happening. It's happening fast. Ooh, okay, Mika, what are you oohing?
Yes.
Are you oohing what is she oohing?
Maybe a major showdown at the beach house, maybe.
Oh, ooh, I know. Ooh, maybe.
Oh yeah.
I see them like barricaded in this beach house, guns blazing. None of them have a gun though, do they?
No. I mean, do you think
Is she gonna like yoga kick him? Like, is that how she's gonna kill the killer with her yoga?
maybe?
If the guy's really psycho, he will force Ray to choose between saving Adrian or one of his kids.
And I think that it might happen. I mean, maybe, but I think that is a insane thing to pit, like, to do that because he would never in a million years choose Adrian. I think, and I think that majority of parents would never in a million. I mean, I would hope would never in a million years choose Adrian.
Yeah, well, you know what? I think most, well, I don't know if this is true, especially in this day and age, but the fact that he's even taking his kids with them, like that he's letting his kids be around someone who has a psycho stalking her,
Yeah.
is, I think, a questionable parenting choice.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like I think most like my parents have said many times like do you like if there was a situation you would like choose mom, right? And he's like, no, absolutely not. Like not absolutely not, but like they would put me first, but they would put my
Because mom would be pissed at him
yes
if he chose her and then you went.
yes.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a decision that he would not even think about making. But I also think that bringing his kids along is just I think because he trusts her, and I think that's what it's supposed to be. I don't think it's supposed to be that he doesn't like. It's not supposed to be about the killer. I feel like it's supposed to be that he trusts her enough to bring his kids around her.
But trust her. Trust her what? To be able to yoga kick the guy to death? Like,
just trust her around his children, right? Just trust her to love them as much.
Right. You can love them and still have a psycho making the dad choose between the girlfriend and the kids. Because in that scenario, the kids die. Like the psycho, if the psycho is there with everyone, the psycho's killing everyone. Except maybe the man, because he doesn't care that men are whores. He only cares about the women being whores.
I guess maybe.
So maybe Raylan gets to live and everybody else dies. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. Gosh, that's crazy.
Either way, if there's a showdown, it's going to be bad for their relationship.
Yeah, no, the things are gonna happen. I think they're gonna end up together in the end, though. I don't think Nora would not write that because Nora is still. I've said she's not, but she is. She's still a romance author, right? She's still, her books are less about romance as she gets older, but she's still a romance author.
Well, then I guess I'm going to hope that Raylan takes the kids out for ice cream when the killer shows up at the house.
Yeah. I guess maybe to have the kids not witness that trauma because like she was traumatized from it and she doesn't want what now are probably going to be her stepkids being traumatized from it.
I feel like I'm not sure where in time we are. Like how I feel like I keep waiting for them to go to the beach house, but they just don't even seem to be getting ready to go to the beach house, except they've already done the shopping. So
Yeah.
I'm like, when are we going? Are we still like a month away? Are we 5 days away? Like, I'm trying to figure out the killer has all of these people he wants to kill before he gets to her.
Yeah.
When go to the beach house.
I think we're probably 2 weeks away.
All right. So you think he's got time to kill everybody and then
Follow them
follow them.
to the beach house.
It's going to be hard to not read this over the weekend, isn't it?
Yeah. But I don't know. I think it'll be perfect to finish it on Monday because the year started on a Monday, so my calendar, the week started on Monday. And I'm trying to read one of her books a week. So I'll be able to finish one book on Monday and be like, whoop. Now next week we'll be totally done. I have a book for this week I need to find. And then I have one.
Okay, good.
Yes. But it is
I feel like we're at a good place
to stop,
to stop because we are guaranteed that our first sprint on Monday is going to be amazing, right?
Yeah. Will we do one sprint on Monday or will we do two? Because we don't want to divide the exciting part like we did with the
right. I think we have to do one and read the whole thing. We have to read the rest of it in one sprint. Yeah. No?
I guess. Yeah. I don't know.
Because we don't want to like read all of it and then split it up in the middles where it's like either nothing happens in the first two chapters and we're like, wah, wah.
Yeah.
Or like everything happens and then there's nothing in the last two chapters and we're like, wah, wah. Because we don't know. We don't know where the good stuff is.
No, we don't.
And if it's only 45 minutes, I think we're going to the beach house pretty much immediately. Are they not? Are they not going there to get Adrian out of the line of fire? I feel like that was the idea of going there, but they've been like waiting to go there for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not even August yet. It's probably like June or maybe late May. Right?
I have absolutely no idea. The kids are out of school.
Yeah. Kids just got out of school. So it's probably late June, early July.
What country? We're in the US. Okay. I was like, where are we in the world? Yes, we're in the US.
Yes. We're in Maryland.
We're in Maryland.
Which I actually might be visiting when I go this weekend.
So here's a question. How has this guy been sending letters from all over the place? And isn't it weird that he's been sending them from places that his sister was?
Maybe he's been following her around and like that's the point is like she was like, do you know how to do poetry or whatever? I don't know. I think that he's probably I think he might be following her around. Because he got home, he was home a couple hours before she got home or however long to set up that dungeon.
Right. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's hot enough to need beachwear.
Yeah. Like multiple bathing suits.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Monday is going to be a good day.
Monday is going to be a good day. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So I guess we should call it then.
Okay. Yeah.
This was this part 3 of this book so far, 5 stars for me.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I know, because I'm in it. I'm into it. I'm like, yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And while I think I know what's going to happen, I don't really know what's going to happen.
I'm not thinking 5 stars, but it's good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, part 2 is like 3 stars.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this part I'm actually quite happy about.
Mm-hmm.
We're moving. We're doing it. We're figuring it out. And we're figuring out, but there's still a mystery for me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like the thrillery parts better than the lovey-dovey stuff.
I'm gonna get some recommendations for both of you for Monday. So I'll have a couple recommendations that I'll have. Yeah. Mhm.
All right. I haven't hated the lovey-dovey stuff, but I like it. Maybe it is just with the pacing. It just seems like this is not a fluid, or it's not maybe the normal relationship arc that you see in a
Yeah.
relationship book.
Mhm.
And it wasn't really the normal mystery line that you see. So now I feel like, okay, well, at least we're getting like the mystery part.
Yes.
It's making me happy. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Let's see, I guess.
All right. It's gonna be hard to not read it though. No reading, no reading.
No reading.
And it also means I'm probably not going to go into the Discord because other people are going to be reading and typing in there, and I'm going to be like, no, I don't want to know.
I
And I don't
will.
think I'll be able to not press.
I will oppress the cover. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I will make. I guess I probably won't. I probably won't make the channels for this part.
Okay, good.
So I won't. I know I won't make the channels. I'll just make the channels for what we read today, and I'll let people know that we're finishing on Monday. And I guess I'll say if people want to finish, they could. I can put channels in, but like,
No, I feel like if you want to finish, you got to come and finish with us because we have stuff to say. It's going to be like a good finish.
yeah.
This might be the best finish of any of the book club books we've done. Any of the
Really? Okay.
I don't know. I think.
I think I would say the best ending. Yes. I would say it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very impactful because we haven't done a mystery yet, right?
No,
Except
no.
for one cozy. We haven't done a
Yeah,
thriller.
and I do feel a little bit like the what was the one we read that was the Mr. Rochester one? That was a little bit like what's going to happen at the end.
Yeah. But it
but not
was. I think this would be the best finish, but yeah, like definitely better than we were so anticipated on the lines we leave behind or whatever, and it
yeah,
just to me it fell flat, and so I just. But you like that one, right?
I did like that one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the end doesn't feel like this, where I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what's going to happen? How many people are going to die? Who's going to die? What's going to happen to Rachel? What's going to happen to the lady in the bathroom? Like, yeah.
Yeah, everyone is going crazy.
Yeah. All right. Well, have a good weekend, Tina.
Yes, you too.
Have a good weekend, Mika. And I'll see you guys on Monday.
Yeah. See you Monday. Bye
All right.
bye.